What it's like being every animal nobody likes. Number 10. Pigeon. You live on every rooftop in every city that has ever existed. You were there before the buildings, and you will be there after. You eat whatever is on the ground, you walk into traffic without looking, and you sit on statues of important men without any apparent awareness of the irony. Nobody invited you. Nobody can make you leave. Humans call you a flying rat, which is technically inaccurate but emotionally understandable. What they do not mention is that you delivered wartime messages with a 95% success rate during World War II. More than 56,000 of you were trained for military service. And that one pigeon named Cher Ami flew through enemy fire to deliver a message that saved 194 American soldiers in 1918. He was awarded the Croix de Guerre by the French government. The statues you currently occupy were not consulted on this arrangement, and neither were you. Number 9. Rat. You have lived inside human civilization for over 10,000 years, which makes you one of the longest-running uninvited guests in recorded history. You can fit through a hole the size of a quarter, swim through sewer pipes for up to 400 meters, tread water for 3 days, and chew through lead piping given enough time and motivation. In 2023, New York City estimated its rat population at roughly 3 million, nearly 1 for every 3 residents, and spent $3.5 million trying to reduce that number. The number did not meaningfully reduce. A 2025 study found that 69% of major cities globally are seeing rat populations increase, driven by warmer temperatures and urban density. You have never paid rent. You have never been asked to. In laboratory settings, you will free a trapped cage mate before taking food for yourself. This information has not changed how anyone feels about you. Number 8. Hyena. You can crush bone with a bite force of 1,100 pounds per square inch, stronger than a lion's. And you digest what the lion cannot, including keratin, marrow, and material other carnivores leave behind entirely. You have been misread as a scavenger for centuries, but studies in the Serengeti show you hunt and kill up to 95% of your own food. The lion, which has a significantly better reputation, steals from you more often than the other way around. The laugh people associate with you is not joy. It is a frequency-coded signal used to communicate your age, rank, and location to your clan across distances of up to 5 kilometers. You live in a matriarchal society where the lowest-ranking female still outranks the highest-ranking male. This has been documented since 1969. Nobody updated the children's movies. Number 7. Wasp. You build your nest from wood you chew into pulp with your own mandibles, shape by hand into hexagonal cells, and leave to dry without tools, permits, or assistance. By late summer, a single yellow jacket nest can house up to 15,000 workers. You hunt caterpillars, aphids, and flies that would otherwise destroy crops, and 900 species of fig tree cannot reproduce without a specific wasp to pollinate them. None of this is the thing people remember about you. The thing people remember is that you can sting the same target multiple times without dying, which is true, and that you appear to do it without provocation, which depends entirely on your definition of provocation. A bee dies after one sting because its barbed stinger tears from its body. It is involuntarily a single-use weapon, and this sacrifice has earned it a kind of cultural goodwill you do not share. You walk away. The fig tree does not seem to mind. Number 6. Vulture. You arrive before the dying is finished, which is the part nobody forgives. Your stomach acid sits at a pH between 1 and 2, close to battery acid, which means you can consume a carcass carrying anthrax, botulism, or cholera and neutralize all of it before it reaches your bloodstream. You are, in measurable terms, a disease prevention system that operates without funding or staff. When vulture populations in India collapsed by 97% between 1993 and 2006, caused by a single anti-inflammatory drug given to cattle that turned out to be lethal to you, feral dog populations surged, carcass loads increased, and rabies cases in humans rose in direct correlation. The drug was banned in 2006. Your population has not recovered. You are bald because feathers on a bird that lives inside carcasses would be a hygiene problem, and evolution solved this efficiently. You still look exactly like what you do for a living, and there is no version of that which helps your reputation. Number 5. Cockroach. You are 300 million years old. You watch the dinosaurs arrive. You watch them leave. You can survive a week with no head. You breathe through spiracles along your body, not your mouth, and you only die eventually because you cannot drink water without one. You can hold your breath for 40 minutes, withstand radiation at levels that would kill a human in hours, and live on nothing but glue and paper if necessary. There are approximately 4,500 known species of you. 30 of them have adapted specifically to live inside human homes. Those 30 are the ones everybody knows, and they are the reason the other 4,470 species, which live peacefully in forests, caves, and grasslands and have never entered anyone's kitchen, carry the same reputation. You did not design this arrangement. You simply survived it. Number 4. Mosquito. You are the deadliest animal on Earth, not the shark, not the crocodile. You, weighing 2.5 milligrams, are responsible for approximately 725,000 human deaths every year, primarily through malaria, dengue fever, yellow fever, Zika, and West Nile virus. Only the female bites. She needs blood protein to develop her eggs. The male drinks nectar and has never hurt anyone. This distinction is almost never made in the moment a light turns on at 3 a.m. You locate your targets by detecting carbon dioxide exhaled from up to 50 meters away, then narrow in using body heat and specific skin compounds including lactic acid, DIT. The chemical in most repellents does not kill you. It disrupts your ability to detect those compounds, and it works until it evaporates. You have been on this planet for 100 million years. Every national eradication program ever attempted has failed to eliminate a single species. You have outlasted every attempt, and you weigh less than a paperclip. Number 3. Tapeworm. You enter through a meal, undercooked pork, raw freshwater fish, contaminated water. Once inside the small intestine, you attach using a crown of hooks and begin absorbing nutrients directly through your skin because you have no mouth and no digestive system of your own. You are, structurally, a surface. The beef tapeworm can reach 10 meters in length inside a human host, roughly the length of a city bus. The pork tapeworm can migrate beyond the intestine into muscle tissue and, in some cases, the brain, causing a condition called neurocystic urcosis, the leading cause of adult-onset epilepsy in the developing world. You can live inside a single host for up to 30 years. Many hosts never know. The symptoms are mild enough, occasional fatigue, minor digestive discomfort, to be attributed to something less uncomfortable to consider. You do not require acknowledgement. You require only continuity. Number 2. Botfly. You do not land on your host directly. You capture a mosquito, attach your eggs to its abdomen, and release it. When that mosquito lands on warm skin, the temperature change triggers the eggs to hatch within seconds, and the larvae burrow in before the host has fully registered what is happening. Inside the subcutaneous layer, the tissue just below the skin, the larva opens a small breathing hole and begins feeding on surrounding tissue for 6 to 8 weeks. It is visible. It moves. The standard removal method involves covering the breathing hole with petroleum jelly to force the larva toward the surface, then applying slow, steady pressure to extract it without rupturing the body because a ruptured larva causes infection. Medical literature describes this as a straightforward outpatient procedure. The patients who have written about it online use a different set of words, none of which appear in medical literature. Number 1. Hagfish. You have no jaw, no stomach, no paired fins, and no confirmed place in the vertebrate family tree because you branched off before the category existed, approximately 300 million years ago, at which point you were already exactly this. When a predator bites you, you release up to 1 liter of protein-based slime that expands on contact with seawater and clogs the predator's gills within 400 milliseconds. The predator releases you. You then tie yourself into a knot and slide it down your own body to scrape the slime off. You eat by burrowing into dead and dying animals on the seafloor and absorbing nutrients directly through your skin. Marine biologists call this a critical ecological function. Without deep-sea scavengers like you, organic material would accumulate on the seafloor at levels that destabilize oxygen for entire ocean ecosystems. This is accurate, well-documented, and has done nothing for you socially. You have not changed in 300 million years. The planet apparently has had no notes.